Guys, so I have a video for you today. If you haven't seen my arm, it's swatched up with my top 10 favorite single eyeshadows of all-ish time. I went through this video because I love swatching things. If you haven't seen my channel or watched my channel, at the end of this little intro, there will be a full-on swatch therapy up close with the flash of every eyeshadow, plus a couple honorable mentions. This is a collab that I'm doing with a bunch of ladies. I'll have the channel link down below. So I can't wait to see what their favorites are, because most of mine are ColourPop. I mean, it isn't a hidden thing that I love ColourPop, but I do have some non-ColourPop ones, so don't get all angry at me. I've like swatched myself to death. So the first one we have here, though, is from NYX. I'm going to go down the arm and we'll tell you which ones we got here. Okay, so the first one we have is this NYX Mermaid Siren or Serene prismatic eyeshadow. It is this one here. Like I said, you're going to get a much better view of the swatches in Swatch Therapy, so please stay tuned for that. I will put down a timestamp if you want to skip this talkity-talk portion of the event and go right to the swatches. I won't be offended if you do that. That's why I put the Swatch Therapy in for you. The next one is Enchanted by e.l.f., one of my all-time favorite baked products. I'll show you a little, look at that. Look at that. It is this one here. I'll do a little extra. All-time favorites. The next one we have, if I can see you, is from MAC Studio. This one I did get from TJ Maxx in a set, so you can't really buy it by itself. MAC Studio is available all the time at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and it is this one here. It is such a pretty silvery, champagne-y color. I absolutely love this one. The next one that I have for you is by MAC, and it is Coppering, one of the classics. I don't think they make anymore, but you can find it on eBay or Amazon. It is this one right here, one of my favorites. The next one that I have for you is Millionaire. Yes, Millionaire. I was trying to decipher. Millionaire from ColourPop. I absolutely, positively love this one, and it is right here. Love this one. Love it. Stuck my finger in it, though. The next one I have is probably my all-time favorite ColourPop eyeshadow ever. Like, when I tell you ever, I mean ever. If I can find it, because I just dropped it. No, I'm going all crazy. Okay. It is Game Face. No, I lied. It is Cheap Date. I'm going out of order here. Cheap Date. My all-time favorite ColourPop eyeshadow ever. Right here. It's amazing. If you don't own any and you like goldy, foily kind of eyeshadows, get that one. The next one is Game Face by ColourPop. And it's this one right here. Absolutely love it. It's a bronze, and this is just, I just stuck my finger in it. I keep digging my fingers in these guys. Just add it to the swatch. The next one I have is Telepathy. This is from the Kathleen Lights collection. It's one of my favorite. I love all of her eyeshadows she's come out with, and it's this one right here. The next one I have from ColourPop is a matte eyeshadow. This is Mittens. I blended it out a little bit for you so you can see. Their matte eyeshadows are one of my favorites, and a lot of people have issues with them, but it's one of my favorites. We also have a Color Tattoo top favorite, Bad to the Bronze, and that one is right here. Great for a shadow base, great for all over the lid. These stay on for a long, long time. One of my favorites, and I think I might have gone over them all. I believe I have. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see in-depth swatches of this, my top 10, please stay tuned, because Swatch Therapy is going to start right now. Hey guys, so this is the swatch portion of this video. I wanted to do it Swatch Therapy style as well, so I did a little snippet of all the swatches. I'm going to go through them in no particular order of the order that I talked to them in the video, but we're just going to go in order of how I pick. So the first one is Telepathy. I don't know why I have an issue saying this, even though I know how to say it. This is from the Kathleen Lights collection, her second one. This is just one of my favorite shadows of all time from ColourPop. It is such a unique color. I'll try to zoom in for you so you can see nice and close. And zoom out. It's such a beautiful yellowy gold. Just one of my favorites from her collections. I love all her collection, all 8 of her eyeshadows that she's come out with ColourPop, but this one is just one of the more unique ones that she's come out with. We spoke about Game Face. This is another one from ColourPop. There's no surprise that half of my collection is ColourPop, but you know, it is what it is. They come out with one of the best single eyeshadows that I think. This one is a more of a bronzy color. I just feel like all over the lid. It's gorgeous. Obviously you've seen the swatches in the original video, but I wanted to do kind of an up close and personal video with you. This one is Millionaire. This is one of their most popular, I think. This one has super amounts of glitter in it. I'll get you nice and close. This one is a brown bronze. It has all different color glitter in it. It's just amazingly glittery. It's got purple flecks, gold flecks, silver flecks. It has all different kinds of flecks of gold in it, glitter in it. It's just an amazing shadow. The next one that we spoke about, we'll just do all the ColourPops, I guess, is Mittens. Mittens is a matte shadow. It's one of my favorite matte shadows of their collection. I do like their mattes. A lot of people have issues with their mattes and not understanding how to use them. I have absolutely no problem using ColourPop's matte eyeshadows. I use them with a brush, use them with my finger. They blend amazingly. I will be doing a video on how to apply ColourPop eyeshadows in different ways, so maybe somebody can get some use out of that. But for me, I just absolutely love this color. It's like a plummy brown. Their mattes still have somewhat of a shimmer to them. I mean, if you can see, you know, but it's just a really pretty plummy brown. It has a purpley, bricky color in there, but it's a deep brown. It's really pretty. It's one of my favorites. Just look at that little swatch set right there. Millionaire, if you could see it in person, oh, this, even with the flash. And the last ColourPop that I showcase in my top 10 single eyeshadows is Cheap Date. This one I used the whole entire time that I was on vacation. I used this as a pop in the middle of my lid, in the corner of my lid. It's just a beautiful foiled-y looking gold, champagne-y. Oh, it's just one of my favorites from ColourPop. Absolutely one of my favorites. At the end of this video, I will pop in some extras, ones that were really close to being in my top 10 for you, some swatches real quick, but absolutely gorgeous. So these are my top, I guess, 5, since these are all from ColourPop. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so as far as other single eyeshadows, I talked about e.l.f. Their baked shadows are one of my favorite from them. A lot of people have issues with the top layer being too hard and you don't get a lot of color payoff. If you scratch off the top layer of most of their baked products, underneath is amazing. I've had some that come broken and I was all pissed off, but then, you know, I would just smooth it out and underneath would be amazingly pigmented. So this one that I spoke about is Enchanted. I have several of their baked eyeshadows, but this one I think is just really, really pretty. I'll get you nice. Like, it has pinks and gold. It's just really, really pretty. So I'm going to swatch that one for you. I'm a little bit too close. There we go. Just one of my favorite e.l.f. eyeshadows. And you could use it as a highlight if you like a pink highlight. The next one I have here is this one from MAC Studio. I spoke about this one. I did get this at TJ Maxx in a set, but I really like MAC Studio for brand. You could find them at TJ Maxx. This one like I said, it doesn't have a name, but it was in the set. If I could find it, I'll link it down below for you. But you can find a lot of these MAC Studios at TJ Maxx or Marshalls. But this one I just love because it is so pigmented. It's like a silvery champagne with a little bit of a pink undertone. And it's perfect for like an inner corner shade, all over the lid. It's very, very pretty. The whole set of this MAC Studio is one of my favorites, but this one in particular is my favorite out of the whole set. The next one that I spoke about is MAC. I think I own like 2 MAC products. And this one is called Copper Ring, and I spoke about this one and a few things, past videos as well. It is probably my favorite MAC eyeshadow that I've swatched before. I've swatched many. This one, I just love these goldy, not goldy, but it's like a very similar to NYX's Fireball. I've done a comparison swatch on my Instagram before. They are very big dupes for each other. But I love this orangey color. It's just really pretty. It's one of my favorites from MAC. And you can still get it on Amazon, eBay, stuff like that. I don't know if they sell it still. And then the next one that I spoke about was this NYX eyeshadow. They're, what are these called? Prismatic eyeshadows are really, really nice, but very fragile. I have a few of these that have broken, and I was kind of upset. But this one I want to speak about. This one is called Mermaid Serene. You can see that. And it is just gorgeous. It is a beautiful blue. Definitely true to its color. It's a little bit more sheer in its swatching, but it is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'll get you a nice up close of the pan and of my finger. When it shears out, it's a gorgeous shimmery color. All over the lid, over another color. And the last one that I have spoke about was the Color Maybelline Tattoos. Some of these are a hit and miss with me, but this one is another cult favorite, I think, and it is Bad to the Bronze, and I spoke about this in the video. It's a great base color. It's a great all over the lid color. It is a bronzy color, and we're going to swatcheroo you right here. Let me zoom back out for you so you can see the swatch. It has a nice little deep tone to it, but you can sheer it out as well. And that's what I like about this one. It is very gorgeous all over the lid shade by itself. So these are my top 10 favorite single eyeshadows. I do have some honorable mentions, and I'm going to show you those in a minute. Okay, so quickly we're just going to talk about some honorable mentions that I love. This one is Dare by ColourPop. It is one of my favorite brighter colors from ColourPop. It is very gorgeous. It has a dewy chrome feel to it. Very glittery, very shimmery. It's definitely a beautiful pop of color. I've worn this on my lid several times. The next one that I have to talk about is Flower Shop from ColourPop. It is another gorgeous mermaidy color. It had, I mean, I wish you could like get up close in like, let me see. I'm not sure if this is going to focus for you guys as much as it does, but it just has these awesome flecks of glitter in it. And it's very, very pretty. Very, very up the alley with the one from NYX, but a little bit deeper and more pigmented, but it is gorgeous all over the lid. The next one I want to talk about is Melrose. This one is from a set, and you can no longer get it. It was from the Forever Freshman set. It is just one of my favorite matte shadows from ColourPop. It is an orange color. I'm not in frame. It just was one of my favorites to put in the lid, the crease. I was upset when I found out that they discontinued the set and I couldn't pick it up again. I wish they would release some of their singles. And this is another one that was in that set. This is called Couche. One of my favorites, but you can no longer get it. So this is why these are some honorable mentions, because I don't like showing things that you can no longer get. But it is just gorgeous. Oh my lord. My Lanta. Okay. And I have two more honorable mentions. Another baked eyeshadow from e.l.f. so that you guys can see a little bit of the variety is this Burnt Plum. It's one of my favorites. It is absolutely super pigmented. Look at that. Look at that. I have a little bit of ColourPop mix in there, but it's very, very pretty. And the last one that I have to show you is actually in my Z palette here. This is all these shadows that I got from Ofra, which I don't know the names of, but these two here, this is Cocoa Bear, which is a cult favorite. It is a lovely matte shade. And the Mai Tai one, I got these in my BoxyCharm. Absolutely gorgeous. A duo chrome color. Look at my fingers are all glittery. But I wish I could remember the names of these. I mean, it tells you the names of them on the back of the Ofra palette, but I don't know which one goes with which one. So these are the names of the 6 that I received, but they don't have them on back of the pan. So I'm not sure what these ones are called. I could probably take a guess, but these two are amazing. The Ofra shadows are like ridiculous. Gorgeous. And I got this in my BoxyCharm. So those are my honorable mentions. I just wanted to share this with you real quick. I hope you enjoyed this swatch therapy portion of this video on my top 10 favorite eyeshadows. Please be sure to check out the ladies. I'll give you some swatch porn while you're waiting. The ladies videos down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and share. As always, I appreciate it. Bye, guys.